Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Thayalan Muniandy from Sultan Idris Education University. The title of my presentation is Current Issues Faced by the Education Sector, Pedagogy Approach Finding a Way Out. Introduction. The educational sector has faced a major issue of the mass closure of education organization due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which has a negative impact as well positive impact on education. School has become online platform oriented. It has been found out that pedagogy approach emphasizes over curriculum approach and assessment for learning. So, in this literature review, discussion of major concepts summarized, such as interactive learning, modern education system as a strong concern over the embedded learning. Also, in this review section, as emphasizes over the different concepts and themes in order to discuss that pedagogy approach to provide a solution. Lastly, a theoretical framework has been discussed in order to illustrate all the relevant key factors. Educational sector. According to Williamson, Einan and Porter, remote learning and its practice is a new chapter in the educational sector. It has been analyzed that due to this pandemic, the educational sector is also known as the edutech sector. As an example, edu business has faced a spike due to current problem. It has been analyzed that investment bank BMO Capital has invested in edutech stock to promote online learning. The education sector has emphasized on the digitally mediated content to teach students apart from the physical classroom. As an example, there is a major option that is Lincoln and other massive open online courses MOOC platforms, which helps to transform an education sector. Furthermore, the educational sector is looking for innovative and context-appropriate solution to provide education in an effective order. Several issues faced by the educational sector. Number one, according to Dhawan, acceptance of modern technology is a challenge that is faced by students and teachers. Number two, it is also evident that remote learning is not possible for some students who used to have a low socioeconomic backgrounds. Moreover, remote teaching via different platforms such as Google Hangout, Skype, Adobe Connect, and Microsoft Teams may impose different issues such as lack of depth teaching. Number 3. Learning process is customized in recent times to manage the issues and challenges. Number 4. Acceptance of smart technology is a major issue which is faced by the teachers. Number 5. Lack of openness to the new learning process is a major approach that needs to be maximized to solve the challenges of educational sector. Number 6. High level of schooling decentralization is a major issue which is faced by educational sector. Pedagogy approach. The pedagogy approach has strong concern over the curriculum activity of students needs to be maximized in an effective way. Modern pedagogy approach has focused on the following perspective for students, which are crossover learning, embedded learning, center-based learning, and many others. As an example, the limitation of classroom learning is decreased in recent times. Content standard and smart concept of learning is a major concept in under the pedagogy approach. As a recommendation, implementation of theory of acceptance and use of technology is needed for the revolution of the education sector. According to Oki and Fernandez, it has been analyzed that blended learning is used to manifest the performance and satisfaction of students by 15%. The modern pedagogy approach has a strong concern over the interactive learning among teachers and students. Pedagogy approach, solving the issues of the educational sector. According to Nancy, Parimala and Livingston, the pedagogy approach has a strong concern over the process of hybrid learning as a solution. There are different practices which are podcast in the classroom, screencasts using the gadgets for classroom and many others. On other contrary, argued that peer learning is a major approach that needs to be implemented as a solution. It has been evident that industrial demand and skill need to be propagated in order to manage the learning of students. It can be said that this generation is based on the Smart Collaborative University concept SCU. Furthermore, implementation of artificial intelligence needs to be improved to incorporate the approach. Theory of modern learning. As per the view of Nancy, Parimala and Livingston, there is a major theory which is a modern learning theory. Under this context, there are two important theories. Number one, transformative learning theory. Number two, experiment learning theory. Under the context of modern learning, there are few concepts that are mentioned as follows. Number one, online question and answer. Number two, guest learning session. Number three, fee services. Number four, platform-based learning. The modern education paradigm has a strong concern over the linking between the concept and content, which is a vital factor nowadays. According to Braxton, learning areas become diverse nowadays, which has an impact on the physical classroom and environment. From the literature review, a conceptual framework has been generated as follows. There are 5 elements which was discussed. First element is education sector, which is edu business, innovative and context appropriate solution, massive open online course platform, and traditional educational format. The second element is issues faced by the current education sector, acceptance of smart technology, transmission of a learning process, lack of openness to the new learning, and high level of schooling decentralization. Third element is a pedagogy approach, theory of acceptance and use of the technology, UTAP, embedded learning, curriculum activity. The fourth element is pedagogy approach will help in solving the issues. Collaborative learning, peer learning, project-based learning, podcasts in the classroom, screencasts, and smart collaborative university concept. And the last element is theory of modern learning. Transformative learning theory and experimental learning theory, linking between the concept and content. Conclusion. It can be concluded that the application of skills and practice is needed in the current education sector. It has been identified that distance or remote learning has a positive and negative side. The education sector in current times is based on the massive online and digital approach. The modern pedagogy approach has a strong concern over the revolution of visualization classroom of a student and its activity. Last but not least, the future direction of research needs to explore the possibilities and the challenging of modern learning in an effective way. That's all what I want to share with you. Thank you and have a great day.